Just within the past half hour, we heard from Charlie Kirk's widow, Erica, for the first time since her husband's death. She spoke about his passion for politics and says she will continue his mission.
You have no idea the fire that you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
With such a high-profile case involving political violence in a very public setting, the court case against Tyler Robinson will, of course, be under a microscope.
And today, criminal defense attorneys are questioning if law enforcement should have released very detailed evidence. KCRA-3's Michelle Bandora is here with the legal concerns raised.
Well, you know, even President Trump revealed that he announced the arrest himself on national television today, and making this case just one of the most high-profile cases in recent history. Now, a criminal defense expert tells me that the accused gunman will need a large defense team to try to get their suspect a fair murder trial. 22-year-old Tyler Robinson of St. George, Utah, is now behind bars, held without bail, and as we said, possibly facing the death penalty. And after a 33-hour manhunt, authorities took Robinson into custody early this morning peacefully. According to the Associated Press, an anonymous law enforcement source says Robinson's father recognized his son from the FBI images released during their search for the shooter. Mr. Robinson is said to have worked with a pastor who happens to be a U.S. Marshal and encouraged the young man to turn himself in. The director of the FBI, the governor of Utah, and other law enforcement officials revealed detailed evidence such as chatting app messages with his roommate, allegedly talking about stashing the rifle wrapped in a towel, as well as engravings on bullets found in that rifle that had references to video game sayings. One writing said, "Hey fascist, catch." Another had lyrics to an Italian World War II anti-fascist song. Now, longtime Sacramento defense attorney Mark Reichel says the district attorney still has to prove Robinson pulled the trigger.
Proving that he's the shooter is probably the first thing you look at as the defense. And so far, you know, I haven't heard a whole lot about it. They received the weapon they believe that's involved, and there's a video of somebody getting off the roof that looks like him, and then supposedly sent it to his dad, I guess is my understanding.
Imagine with this public shooting, with the president involved, with the FBI director there, these prosecutors probably have a lot of pressure on them.
There will be a lot of pressure. The slightest slip up is going to be analyzed by the public under a microscope and commented on all the way up to the President of the United States. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure on these prosecutors.
And Reichel also points out that there will be also immense pressure on the judge as well as the entire court system during this process. There's also the question if Robinson will get a fair trial from an impartial jury, and the defense may ask for a change of venue, but Reichel says it may be difficult to find jurors who have never heard of the case and can really keep an open mind. Robinson is expected to make his first appearance in court on Tuesday.
All right, so he is in jail right now, but what are the concerns for retaliation at this point?
Yeah, that's something that Reichel talked about, in that in these high-profile cases, that's what defense attorneys have to look into. It'll be the law enforcement's job to protect Robinson in jail while taking him in and out of the courthouse. If you recall, the Oklahoma City bombing suspects actually wore bulletproof vests and were whisked in and out of patrol cars quickly, and there were angry crowds yelling at them. And Reichel says that it might be like that depending on where these perp walks are. And, you know, Reichel says the defense team needs to be prepared for, you know, death threats as well.
Such a sensitive time. Yeah, Michelle, thank you.